All right, we're back for another Too Tall Toby, and I think I'm going to do a hard one today, this morning. It's May 2nd, it's a Friday, and I'm thinking this tier 5. So let's just go ahead and get started. 6% completion rate. Ooh. There's a rib, there's a shell, there's no symmetry. So that means like no revolutions, probably no mirroring. Let me get my face in the circle. But let's get going. Reveal drawing. Oh, this is the bottom part of the soap holder that I did last night. Interesting. Okay, so what do we got going on here? We have what appears to be sort of like a rectangular cube that's been filleted. It's got a slot that's been cut out of it. That'll be interesting. Looks like it's I'm not really sure how to do that. It's probably going to be like sketching and then extruding to cut and then doing it on the other side, extrude to cut. Looks like there's little ramps. No, I don't see any little ramps here. Well, maybe. Oh yeah, there is a little ramp. So there's I mean, this is pretty complex. I think this is going to be one of those things where we kind of make the base shape and then we start carving out from it. I think that's a good idea. I'm going to regret that. I'm pretty sure. Like, do I basically create this shape and then extrude an inset of 2 down 10, and then I do another offset 4 from the base, extrude down however deep that is, and then fillet the corners to make them round again. All I know is that I'm definitely going to be building this center thing afterwards. I'm going to do the slot afterwards. I really just want to get the 2-layer curvature done. And I think I will start with just creating the base shape and then extrude cutting. All right, so let's get started. Yeah, I think, how do I want to orient this to make it as easy as possible? Probably around the origin with the bottom touching the origin. I'll do a center rectangle. this how 100 and 64. And this thing is 25 tall. Let's go back home. Great. And then these bottoms are radius 12s, so let's fillet those out. I also want to add these corners, which are R20s. Let's add both, all 4 of them. Hopefully that's going to end up looking pretty round. Looks like the right shape. Great. Now I'm going to cut down to this first shelf. So I'll do an inset of 2. So I'll sketch this. I will project this onto my sketch, and then I'll select it, and we'll do inset -2. Okay. Finish sketch. Now let's grab that, extrude it down. Great. Now what else do we got? We have this other layer that is forward off from the center. I think we want to shell that. So if we shell this guy inside thickness of 4, there you go. That gives us or no, we wanted, well, let me just do some quick measurements. From here to here. That's not super helpful. Let's just measure these real quick. I did 2, okay. And then if I measure this inside line and this one, that's 2, so it's total 4. I suppose that makes sense. just seems like this is not as thick. I really don't want to end up in a place where I'm fighting bad planning early on. But I mean, it does say 2 upper wall, 4. I think we're fine. Famous last words. All right, so we have the basic cutout. Now what I want to do is add a wall across and then we'll add some let me make sure this is 2 on the bottom. Because if I do let's do a section analysis too, just to help us as we do this. No, not that one. Section analysis, easier if I just do that. Now, does that make sense? Does it give us 4? Okay. No, that's good. Okay. I'm going to hide the analysis for now. So what do we want to do next? Yeah, we want to create this wall. Which I think just means, it even tells us it's yellow fillets. So I'll add the wall. Does it tell us how far from the side it is? It says that the center of it is 50 from, it's 50 from the edge. Okay. All right, so let's do a sketch on this plane. We will project this and this and this outer edge. I don't know if I actually need that outer edge, but I think I can do a measurement without projecting it. And we will do some lines down. Actually, if it's a center line, then we want to do maybe a rectangle so that we have a center point of the rectangle that we can then reference, hopefully, potentially. Maybe not. So I'm going to need to do some construction lines on this. That was supposed to be a construction line, so that I can then it's not going to want to give me that center point. How do I I get the midline of this? I always struggle with these things. It really shouldn't be that hard, right? Let's undo a lot of that. Let's rethink how we're doing this. So it's a 50 distance from the center line, and then it's 1 on each side, the 2 millimeter central rib. Okay. There's probably an easier way to do this, but I'm gonna just do this. So it's gonna be that, and then we're gonna add a line down the center. And we're gonna say that this is 1. Oh, okay, that worked out. And then now we're gonna say that this and this are 50. Perfect. I'm gonna finish that sketch, and then we're gonna extrude. It'll let me extrude this and this down, and we're gonna do intersect, no, join, distance to, I'm hoping I can do like, oh no, maybe I do distance is to selected face. Is that a thing? And we're gonna do a new body just for now. Okay, the 2 object worked. Okay, now we need to add some R5s. Looks like it's centered, so we'll just go ahead and add that. That's annoying. I don't know how to hide that. Can I add it? Would y'all look at that? Okay. What are we going to do here? We are going to get the center line. Which is the origin. In fact, if we just do, we're going to do a tangent arc. Actually, I already know. We're going to intersect this geometry here. So now we've got a line. And we'll do a tangent arc on this line. Maybe I wanted to intersect let's do intersect on this whole body. There it is. Okay. Now we've got a line. Then we'll do the tangent arc. I'm kind of confused why it's not just letting me, whoops, just draw on here. Is that something to do with my section analysis? It's screwing me up. What is going on? I have no idea what's going on. Sometimes the easiest things are so hard, I don't know why. Alright, let's just do a sanity check. I can definitely do a tangent arc starting on this point, right? Okay, so it likes that. It doesn't like that I don't have a point there. So I am just going to, that's so strange. Why can't I start a tangent arc on the line? Because tangent arcs have to start on 2 points. Maybe I'm better off just doing a circle. It's so lazy, but I'll do it because I just want to get this thing done. So we'll do an R5 here. And then we'll do another R5 on this line. And we'll do another R5. And then we'll set the distance between these to 14. distance between these two is 14. Great. And then we'll extrude these two through. I'll say to object and grab this wall. Perfect. Now I'm going to get rid of this analysis again, and let's get our fillets in. And these are our 2 fillets. I'm going to just do all of them. So this here. Oh, maybe I should join these. There's definitely no point going through. Okay. So let's go ahead and join those bodies so I get that line. All right, so then this, oh, wait a second. That doesn't look right. These are R5s that are 14 apart. If you look at the image, and that doesn't look anything like they're cross-cut. They look way smaller. Let me go back to this sketch. Those are 5 diameters. I always do that. There we go, that looks a lot better. All right, now let's fillet. So do that one, this one, this one, this one. Go to the other side. This one, that one, that one, that one, and it said 2. If you look here. So that's done. Let's get rid of that section analysis. Okay. Well, now we just gotta create the drain holes. So we'll do a sketch on this outer wall, and we will project I don't know if we'll need more than that, but we'll do that. And we'll call these construction lines. Except for this one and this one. And we're going to do some straight lines out. Oops. we want this to be horizontal. We want these to be vertical together. And now I can finally do that tangent arc I so desperately wanted to do last time. And that is an R of 2.5. And then I'm just going to do a construction line to do this quickly because I know if I try to do it any other way, it'll take me forever. We have this line and this. We're going to say R22. And does it give me the width of it? It gives me 5. So this and this are 5. Okay. I think that is sort of constrained. And then I'm going to extrude this to object. And we'll do the inner wall. Oh, let's redo that. Edit feature. We'll say to object, and we'll select maybe this one. I'm just gonna keep cutting it through. And then we'll do another sketch on this side. There might be a better way of doing this, but again, we're not perfect, are we? We're going to project this line, this line, this line, this line. Actually, we really just need this line here. We're going to project that out. And we're going to project this out. We are going to make sure that these two are vertically aligned. And then we're going to create another tangent arc. And we're going to set that tangent arc over constrained. We're going to set these to parallel. It's interesting that it, by using these, let me see if these points are set. Yeah, that's set and that's set. And this is definitely how did that end up becoming anything but 2.5 is the question. I'm going to go ahead and these are horizontal. How did that happen? It doesn't make any sense, because if we measure this distance between these two lines, whoops. All right, let's do and inspect that and that. Very interesting. That means that this cut didn't happen exactly how I was expecting. It kind of angled down. I'm pretty sure that's not what we wanted. Oh, interesting. Okay. We're gonna revert this sketch. I don't think our last sketch behaved as we expected. That is not, I don't believe that's perfectly vertical. Maybe it is. If I go to the right, it is a straight line. And if I go over, it's legit. I think it's legit. Hmm. I'm gonna try this again. But I'm not gonna reference this previous geometry. I'm just gonna create something that is so let me project all of these lines. Okay. Now I'm just going to create a line on here. And then another line on here. And we're going to say that these two are vertically aligned. And we'll do a tangent arc. And we'll set the tangent arc to 2.5. We'll do our construction line. And we'll do distance from here to here. That's 22. And distance from here to here. As 6. Now that is weird, right? Did I say 6 for the other side? I don't think the other side had one. All right, well, I'm going to extrude this through. We'll go back and fix the other one. So I didn't say distance between here and here is 6. Ah, okay. Hey, I think that looks pretty clean. I think I like that. Now, is it how you're supposed to do it? Only God knows. All right, let's measure it up. This is for aluminum alloy. I'll use my utility. Aluminum alloy, 100.337 grams. No! Now I have to debug. Let's do some stuff. One thing I want to do just to sanity check is like see what radius this is. 16. Is that right? That's right. Okay, I'm happy with that. As clunky as creating that slot was in the corner, I'm actually pretty okay with where that landed. I think that that is actually correct, as janky as the journey was to get there. I'll sandy check a few things here. Let's go back to this sketch. And this is the side that has, yeah, the arcs, okay. So 22, I confirmed. And let's just make sure that this and this are tangent. What does this mean? Yeah. I think that means they're tangent. What is the triangle? Midpoint. Let's just go ahead and remove this and say that this And this should be, we'll just say this needs to be horizontal. Okay. I'll do the same with this one over here. They're probably the same thing, but I'm just gonna double check. So this can't move. Yeah. Now what did I put before? 100.337. I mean, it's the same thing. Yeah. What else could I have gotten wrong? Oh, these curved tops. I never did that. R1 full round. I don't know if I know how to do that. Maybe we just select. This is definitely it. This is definitely it. That was it. All right. I always miss something nowadays. 100.006. Oh. Let's round up to 7. Okay, what else did I miss? I missed something. Any other fillets I missed? I got all the fillets on the inside. Here's something that should give us concern. If you look at this drawing, no, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I want to blame the slot, but I know it's probably not the slot. Hmm. We could do another section analysis on this plane. Make sure that looks like the photo. Looks pretty darn good. But again, the walls seem thicker for whatever reason. Almost tempted to give up. Almost tempted. Almost tempted. Because I'm running out of ideas. The only thing that like keeps irking me is that these little platforms look like they're so much smaller than mine. Like I've got the offsets wrong. But I've measured that already. It's like something about that angle. I don't know, it just seems thick. I'm gonna just do the sandy measurement again. This should be 2 millimeters. That's what it is. 1 and 1, 2 centimeter central rib. Let's do another one here. No, not that. That 2 millimeters distance. Millimeters. I mean, could this be another fat finger? I don't think I fat fingered it. I'm gonna change this to the material. I'm just gonna set it to my TTL alloy, and then we're going to go ahead and look up our own measurement of this. 100.007. I've definitely tried that. Man. That sucks. Let's just go sandy check some of the other sketches. The original sketch. 163. Tom! Oh. What a weird mistake to make. 101.372. My goodness. There's always something in every one of these that I do where I made a really simple mistake early on. And it bites me big. But I persevere. All right, that's all I got. Ciao.